Hi, everyone, and I'm Kirsten Thrush, and welcome to Consistently Consistent. I'm really excited to talk to you about this today, as it's something that is very close to my heart. Okay, so let's start with who am I? So I am the leader of an amazing gold team who I love dearly. I am a mom, I am a wife, and I am a fun employed working from home. So I've got lots of different priorities in my life. We love adventuring. We love going to the beach. We love going four-wheel driving. We've got two kids who are mad about baseball and t-ball, and we love supporting them and supporting our state team, as well as supporting my amazing team and growing my business as well. So being consistently consistent is something that I am passionate about. But it's really interesting because when I got asked to do this talk, I sat there and thought, how am I going to talk for half an hour on just do it and just keep doing it? Because that's what being consistently consistent is about. It's just doing what you need to do and just doing what you need to do. So I thought I would look up and see what our dictionary definition of consistent is, just to help me. So consistent, if we look at the Oxford Dictionary, is happening or behaving in the same way over time. So really, really important here is it's something that's happening the same. And it's happening the same over time. So it's about the time bound. So consistency isn't doing something once and doing it right. It's doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And that's what being consistent is all about. But the hardest thing with being consistent in something and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it is getting started. So we know when riding a bike, it's hard to learn to ride a bike. We fall off, we get it wrong, we need someone to help us out. But once we get the hang of it, we're flying and we just don't unlearn it. So we need to get started and we need to know what we need to know and we need to keep doing it. So with consistently being consistent, you need to start as the first thing. But why do we need to be consistently consistent? Why does that help us and why does it help our business? So I love this quote that consistency is the key to achieving and maintaining momentum. So when we do something consistently, we can actually start to build momentum in our business. And a really, really good example of this is our workshops. So if you have, for example, a weekend where you do 5 workshops in one weekend and you go, woohoo, I have just invited 20 new people to join my amazing business. I'm so good. I don't have to do anything now for the next 2 months. I can just chill out and relax. Then you lose that momentum. You stop. Whereas if you consistently are having a workshop or 2 workshops a week, or for you, if that doesn't work, it might be a workshop or 2 workshops a month, then you actually maintain momentum and you keep moving forward. And that's really important in this business. It's a really hard business if you stop and start, because we talked about how the hardest thing is to actually get started. So if you keep stopping all the time, and you have to start again all the time, it's damn hard. Whereas if you can be consistent, do your workshops a week, a workshop a month, whatever it is for you, and that's really important, is it's what's consistent for you and what's achievable for you. Because if you go out and do your 10 workshops in your weekend, and that's not achievable to do every weekend, then you're going to once again end up with the stop-start, end up with the burnout. Whereas if you consistently do what's achievable for you, then you maintain that momentum. Also, with consistency, it builds confidence and trust. You're building confidence in yourself that you can do it. When you consistently go out and do something again and again and again, it really builds up your self-belief that, hey, I've got this. I know what I'm doing. I can do this. We all know our first workshop's hard. But you know what? You only ever have one first workshop. You go out there and you do them consistently, week in, week out, and it really builds confidence in yourself. But not only that, it builds confidence and trust with your team, with your other sharers, with those who are customers in your team. When they see you consistently doing something, they see you consistently helping them, they see you consistently doing workshops, they see you consistently sharing, they know that they can trust that this is what you do. It's a lot different to if they see you go, 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 stop. They don't know if when they come to see you, are you going to be in go mode or are you going to be in stop mode? Can they trust that they can come to you when they need to? Whereas if they see the consistency, it really builds their confidence in you, it builds their trust in you, and it builds your confidence in yourself. Someone is always watching. This is another really good reason why we need to be consistently consistent. Someone is always watching what you do. They're watching you daily. A great example is that I send out emails. So I send out usually 2 emails a month to my team. I get back very little response. So I could sit here and say, oh, it's not worth me doing that. It's not worth me sending out my emails to my team. No, not going to do that anymore. Whereas if someone always watching what I'm doing, there have been people who have come up to me and said, oh my gosh, I so appreciate the emails that you send out. They give me a little injection a couple of times a month that really keeps me going. I've had people come up to me and say, I really, really love the tips that you put in your emails because I use them when I do my business emails too with my clients. And I love that there's something every time in there and that you're really consistent with what you do. I've had people come up who've said, I've been watching what you've been doing. I've been looking at how you just keep doing it. I've been looking how you do it with ease and grace and it's not an issue. And I'd like to do what you're doing. Can you help me to do what you're doing? So we need to be consistently consistent because there is someone watching all the time. We need to be consistently consistent to show the way. So for those of us who have got up and coming sharers and builders, we want to show them how to do it. We don't want to tell them how to do it because if you tell someone, they'll just ignore you. If you show them how to do the workshops, you show them how to invite, you show them how to follow up, and you're consistently doing that, that's going to duplicate within your teams. So if you're consistently doing your workshops, that will duplicate and your sharers and your leaders will be consistently doing their workshops too. However, if you're the sort of person who does your 10 in a weekend and then does nothing for 2 months and your business is going like this, how can you expect your leaders to do any different? How can you go and tell them you must do your 2 workshops a week or 2 a month when you're not doing it? When you're not consistently doing what you're asking someone else to do. So being consistent helps to show the way. It helps to show your team how they should be doing it because they're looking up to you. Remember that someone's always watching. That's especially your team is always watching what you're doing. And your builders want to get to where you are, so show them how to do it. And being consistently consistent also provides inspiration. And this sort of leads on from the last one. And I love this. I want to inspire people. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. It's going to get hard. There are going to be days that you don't want to be consistently consistent. You just don't want to do it. You don't want to pick up the phone and talk to someone. You don't want to follow them up. You don't want to do that workshop. However, someone's always watching. You're showing the way. And by you being consistently consistent, someone's going to look at you and say, even though she didn't want to do it, she still showed up and did it. And because you don't give up, you're empowering your team not to give up as well. So I love Jessie Reimers. For those of you who know Jessie, she's an absolute powerhouse in our business. And this is something that she said that is really, really stuck with me. doTERRA is a definition of insanity. So we all know that insanity is when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. Well, with doTERRA, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and you do get a different result. That's when you advance. You keep doing the stuff that needs to be done. There is no magic bullet in this business. You just need to do it, and you just need to keep doing it. And I need to change that slide. So, what do you need to consistently do? What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to get your pens and paper, and I want you to write down 3 things that when you're building your doTERRA business that you need to consistently do. So have you all got your 3 things written down? So I'm going to take you through some of the things that I think you need to consistently do. And let's see where our lists are the same. So the big one for me is the pipes. This is the backbone of our business. Preparing, inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. And this is something that we need to do consistently to be successful in our doTERRA business. And it's something that we can duplicate. When we do it consistently, our teams will also do it consistently. So we need to consistently set our goals. We need to be prepared. What are we looking to achieve in this business? We need to be consistently doing personal development and growing ourselves. Because a lot of you have heard the saying that this is a personal development business wrapped up in essential oils. It is so true. When we're looking to rank advance, we're doing our soul advancements. We're growing ourselves. And you're not going to rank to a new rank if you don't grow to a new person. Because I tell you what, the person I am today is absolutely not the person I was when I started. And I wouldn't want it to be. So don't sit there and look at Ness and Paul, or look at Jessie, or look at Tara and go, oh my gosh, I couldn't do that. I'm not them. There's no way that I can do now what they're doing. Because you're right. There is no way that you could do now what they're doing. But you do the personal development and growth. And by the time you get there, absolutely, you can do you. You can do you, and you will be a different you to what you were when you started. You need to consistently be mentored. So you need to consistently reach out to your upline and ask them to help. They've been there before. If your immediate upline hasn't or isn't building the business, keep reaching out. Keep reaching out to people who can help you out. And you need to consistently attend training. A few reasons why there. You need to attend training for your own growth, but you also need to consistently attend training to show your team who are watching you that that's what they should be doing as well. You need to be consistently inviting. And this is about connecting with people. So by connecting with people, I don't mean deteriorizing them, but you do need to be consistently connecting with new people. It's network marketing, or it's connection marketing. So when you're out talking to people, ask about them, know about them, find out what their pain points are. Don't necessarily talk doTERRA on the first, second, third time, but get to know them. Because when you build that connection, there will be a perfect time that then comes up when you can share the oils. And you can then consistently and intelligently invite. So the invite is part of a process. It's not, with most people, something that you'd invite them straight up, cold. It's about connecting with people. It's about sharing the oils and sharing your stories. Excuse me. And then it's about intelligently inviting. Now I'm just going to grab my peppermint, because we all know peppermint's good for energy. Hopefully it'll get rid of these yawns. Okay. So, and it's about consistently inviting as well. So it's not about, once again, having our 10 workshops in a weekend, inviting everyone all at once, but it's about being consistent. And that consistency will build that momentum. We need to be consistently presenting, whether that's presenting workshops, presenting one-on-ones, or taking your guests to others' workshops. And this is one that a lot of us forget, is you don't have to always present them yourself. There are so many people out there doing amazing workshops. Tap into that network. So you've got no excuse. You can't have an excuse that you've got kids at home and so you can't have a workshop at home. You can't have an excuse that your home is messy, so you can't have a workshop at home. If you can't have workshops in your own homes, take your guests to other workshops. Get the permission of the host, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, hell yeah, and take them along. But you need to be consistent with your workshops. You need to be doing them regularly, whatever consistent means for you. If that's 1 a week, if it's 2 a week, if it's 1 a month, if it's 2 a month, do them consistently, because when you do your consistent presenting, you build momentum within your team. We need to be consistently enrolling people. And that's enrolling new wellness advocates, but it's also enrolling people in LRP and consistently doing our wellness consults. Every single person should have a wellness consult so that we can help them to love their oils and to become raving fans. Because this business is all about having raving fans. That's why we get such an awesome retention rate, is we've got the most amazing products in the world and we look after our people. It's a heart-centered business. So make sure you're consistently doing those follow-ups with people, doing the wellness consults. And for me, that's actually more important than enrolling new people. Because if you don't do that consistently, then it's going to make it really hard to build a firm foundation for your business. And you want to be consistently supporting your team. So you want to consistently nurture relationships, connect with your people. People aren't buying a product, they're buying you. They're connecting with you. So you need to make sure that you keep connecting with them. You want to develop those raving fans of the products, whether that's through supporting on Facebook, giving people ideas of ways they can use the oils, whether it's by regular team emails and sending those out and letting people know how they can use their oils and how you're using them, and whether it's by the wellness consult. These are all fabulous ways to support your teams. And of course, you've also got your follow-up workshops. And also train and mentor those sharing. So you're supporting both your customers, but you're also supporting those in your business who are sharing as well. And we need to do that consistently. So there is no magic bullet. You just have to do it, and you just have to keep doing it. But how do we be consistent? So we all have those days when we go, I know I need to be doing my contacts. I know I need to be doing my follow-ups. I just can't be bothered today. It won't matter if I don't do it today. And then you go, well, if I don't do it today, it won't matter if I don't do it tomorrow either. And you lose that momentum and you lose that consistency. So how do we maintain being consistent? The biggest thing is our why. And yes, we all bang on about the why, but it was what will pull you through when you can't be bothered. Reach deep down into your heart and ask yourself why you're doing this. When you don't want to pick up that phone, reach down and ask why. Why am I doing this business? Why am I doing doTERRA? Why is it so important to me? And if that doesn't get you to do what you need to do, go back to your why. Because if your why can't pull you through that, it's not strong enough. So our why is what helps us to pull us through the hard times when we don't want to be consistent, but we know that we need to get to where we want to get to. So I thought I'd leave you with a few checklists that you can help you with things that I think that you should be consistently consistent with. First one's a daily checklist. So daily, you should be doing personal development. That can come in many forms. Reading's a really easy one. So with your reading, I want you to be reading 10 pages a day. And you might say, 10 pages a day, that's nothing. 10 pages a day, 365 days a week is a lot of books. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of personal growth. It's a lot better than just reading a book in a day and doing nothing for a month. That personal development, 10 pages a day, helps you consistently be getting fabulous information coming in. You want to be connecting with 2 people. And then you want to be sharing doTERRA with 2 people. And these might not be the same 2 people. Some people, as we talked about, take a lot of touches before you actually even mention doTERRA. You want to follow up with 2 people. So this could be 2 people who have come to workshops and not enrolled that you're following up with. This could be doing wellness consults. This could be following up with your team. You want to be daily supporting your team. So what can you need to ask yourself in each morning, what can I do today to support my team? It might be Facebook posts. It might be doing your email. There's lots of different things that you can do. And daily, in your checklist, you need to put me time in there. You need to make sure daily that you're looking after yourself. So if we look at a weekly checklist, review and set weekly goals. It's really important. At the end of each week, what went well this week? What can I improve for next week? If you consistently do that each week, you're going to be reflecting and you're going to be improving. You want to be presenting your workshops. So if you want to do your 2 by 2 by 2 plus 1, and so we all know what that is, do we? So 2 contacts a day, 2 follow-ups a day, 2 workshops a week, and a team event a month. Then you need to be presenting your 2 workshops. Or whatever works for you in terms of being consistently consistent. You need to be doing your wellness consults weekly. Don't let them all build up and do them all at once. It becomes a real drag then. Do them consistently, 1 every few days. And if you do it that way, then it's a lot easier. And you also need to be doing your weekly mentoring calls. Your mentoring calls up with your mentor and your mentoring calls down with your team. And then in terms of our monthly checklist, you want to review and set your monthly goals. And these will be bigger goals than your weekly ones. You want to attend a team event each month. So this could be training like this today. It could be something like the Grow event. It could be something that you put together for your team to get everyone together. You need to attend business training once a month, whether that's your team business training or whether it's business training like this. And you need to make sure monthly that you're reviewing your priorities and that you're allocating time accordingly. Because I'm a really big believer that we've all got the same time in a day. No one can say they're too busy. People can say that's not my priority right now. So know what your priorities are and allocate the time accordingly. So in summary, I'd just like to say that being consistently consistent is about just doing it and just keep doing it. I hope you've got something out of today. Thank you very much.